he's a very charismatic character. It's very hard to kind of judge him upon, I don't know, video content. You know what I mean? Like, he's very, like, when you're trying to catch people's attention, you have to kind of invoke some form of emotion. So I can see his tactics in that kind of point of view, because the way that he describes things is very emmatic, you know? And I think that is a true toast to his father. And I know if you're watching this, bruv, like, you understand what I'm talking about, because obviously you grew up with Emery, but I feel as if, like, just hearing about him, I feel like he must have been like a very, very unique individual to kind of gather information from. And considering that you're growing up listening to his stuff, you know, it could be seen either way, you know?
I want to give more insight into why I am the way I am, how I became the most formidable man on the planet, how I became the top G, and tell the story of how I am actually the second top G, because my father was the original top G. And I've lived in his footsteps and done my best to make him proud, and I still do that to this day. I discussed on the Patrick Bet David podcast that I live in a way that is true to my heart and true to my last name. And even when nobody is around, I do not sell my soul. So we're going to talk about my father and the origins. One of the reasons I want to do this also is I mention him a lot, but I love the idea of one day, perhaps in 50 years from now, one of my sons doing a stream about me, telling the things I used to say and how I had an impact on the world. Think about how the world is going to be in 50 years when they say, remember when Top G first came and he's the reason I got rich and he's the reason I went to the gym and they tried to ban him, but they couldn't.